Good morning children. Today in this video we will learn midpoint theorem. What is midpoint theorem is, let us say if there is in a triangle, let us say there are two midpoints of two sides are there. If I join the midpoints of these two, that is in a triangle, the two midpoints, or if I join midpoints of two sides, if I join, it will be parallel to the third side. So that is these two are equal and these two are equal. These D and E are the midpoints. D and E are the midpoints of the two sides. Then DE will be parallel to BC. So this is what is midpoint theorem says. What is the statement of the theorem? So theorem says like this. Midpoint theorem is in a triangle, the line joining the midpoints of any two sides, is parallel to the third side. This is the theorem. That is, these are the two midpoints of two sides and the line joining them will be parallel to the third side. DE will be parallel to BC. This is what we have to prove. Now this is the theorem and we will see how to prove this. So we are going to do a construction. What we are going to do construction is, we draw a line parallel to this line. And we will extend it. It will meet it here. That is, D extended will meet the line parallel to AB at F. This is the construction we have done. And in this construction, you can see that this is the two are parallel. These two angles are vertically opposite angles, and these two angles are alternate interior angles. You can take this also. So and these two sides are equal. By side angle, these two triangles becomes equal, congruent. If these two triangles are congruent, then this becomes equal to this. This becomes equal to this, which means this is equal to this. Now in a quadrilateral, if the two sides are opposite sides are equal and parallel, it is a parallelogram. So it becomes a parallelogram. Therefore this side is also equal to this, like this. So like this we will prove. Now what is given? Given is, in triangle ABC, D is midpoint of AB and E is midpoint of AC. And what I have to prove? I have to prove that DE is parallel to BC. So for this, now what is the construction? Construct CF parallel to AB, C is parallel to AB, or to meet DE extended at F. That is, DE I extend, and from C I draw a parallel line. CF it will meet at F. So this is the construction. Now what is the proof? I am going to write the proof. I am going to erase this part and then write the proof. Proof is, first we have to prove that the two triangles are congruent. Now angle AED is equal to angle CEF. Vertically opposite angles are equal. vertically opposite angles are equal, and then angle DAE, angle DAE is equal to angle ECF. This angle is equal to this angle, ECF. These are alternate interior angles. Alternate interior angles are equal. AE is equal to EC given. AE is equal to EC given. Therefore, triangle AED is congruent to triangle FEC by angle side angle. By angle side angle, these two are congruent. If they are congruent, then AD is equal to CF. Therefore, AD is equal to CF by CPCTC. Now we have proved that AD and CF are equal. The second part again, I will erase this and then I will write this thing. So this much we have understood. Now the second part. Now AD is equal to CF. AD is equal to CF and BD is equal to AD. This is given. This is proved earlier. Therefore, BD and CF are equal. Therefore, BD is equal to CF. And BD is parallel to CF by construction. Therefore, BCFD is a parallelogram. That is a quadrilateral in which one pair of opposites the parallel and equal, or that is a quadrilateral in which one pair of opposite sides are parallel and equal. Parallel and equal is a parallelogram. This you have learnt last year is a parallelogram. So therefore BCFD becomes a parallelogram. And if it is a parallelogram, BC and DF are equal. Therefore BC is parallel to DF. That is, in a parallelogram, opposite sides are parallel to each other. In a parallelogram, opposite sides are parallel to each other. Opposite sides are parallel to each other. Hence prove BC is parallel to DF. That is, BC is parallel to DE. Hence prove. I hope you understood. So, the line joining the midpoint of any two sides is parallel to the third side. So, that is the theorem which we have proved now. I hope you understood. Next is converse of this theorem. Now, not only this, there is one more part left I have left out, which is DE is half of BC. DE is half of BC. DE is parallel to this. Another part we have to prove, that is DE is half of BC. Now DE and EF are equal. DE and EF are equal by CPCTC. DE and EF are equal by CPCTC, and DF is equal to BC. DF is equal to BC because in a parallelogram opposite sides are equal. In a parallelogram opposite sides are equal and parallel also. opposite sides are equal. Opposite sides are equal. DF is equal to BC and DE is equal to EF, and this, so DE and EF become half of BC. DE is equal to EF is equal to half of DF or half of BC. That is, DE is equal to half of BC. DE is equal to half of BC. So I hope you understood. So we have proved all of this. So this theorem, midpoint theorem, I hope you understood. So the line joining the midpoints of any two sides is parallel to the third side, and it is equal to half of the third side. How do we write the reason? If this is given, D is midpoint of AB, E is midpoint of AC. Then if this is so, then we can conclude that DE is parallel to BC and DE is equal to half of BC. This is the essence of midpoint theorem. This is the essence of midpoint theorem. If this is so, then this is true. I hope you understood. Next is converse of this theorem. Converse of this theorem, converse of midpoint theorem. Converse of midpoint theorem. So it says that, let us say in a triangle, this is the midpoint, let us say, and this is the midpoint, and now if I draw a line parallel to the base, parallel to one side, this is parallel to, if I make it parallel to the one side and it is passing through a midpoint, then it will divide the third side also equally. It will divide the third side equally. That is, E will be midpoint of AC. So this is what we have to prove. So let us try that. That is, what is given is D is a midpoint is given, and DE is parallel to BC, it is given. From that we have to prove E is a midpoint of AC. So what is given is, that is, the theorem is like this. Converse of this thing, converse of midpoint, this theorem states like this. In a triangle, the line passing through the midpoint, the line passing through the midpoint of one side, and parallel to the third side, parallel to the another side, parallel to the base, or parallel to the another, parallel to another side, will bisect the third side. Will bisect the third side. That is, this is the midpoint of the AB, and we draw a line parallel to the second side. It will bisect the third side. That is the theorem we have to prove now. This is the statement of the theorem. Now I will write the proof of the theorem. So what is given is that you have to see the things are changing for what the given is changing here. In a triangle, in triangle ABC, D is midpoint of AB. D is midpoint of AB. This is given, and DE is parallel to BC. That is given, and I have to prove that. DE is equal to EC. DE is equal to EC. I have to prove this. So what I do again, I do the same construction, similar construction. What I will do, I will extend this, and I will draw a parallel line. So parallel line which will be like this, parallel to AB I will draw. Parallel to AB I will draw, and it will intersect at F. It will intersect at F. Like this I do the construction. That is, draw parallel CF parallel to AB, meeting DE extended at F. Meeting DE extended at F. So like that we have drawn. Now the proof part I will write now. I have to erase this. So once again you can see this here. These two are vertically opposite angles. And in a parallelogram, opposite sides are equal. That means this and this are equal. That means this and this are equal. And this is the alternate interior angle. This is also alternate interior angle. So by ASA, or you can take this also. Two vertically opposite angles are equal, and two alternate interior angles are equal. These two alternate interior angles are equal. Then angle side. By angle side they are congruent. If they are congruent, then it becomes AE becomes equal to EC. So that is the proof. So I am going to write the proof. So BCD is a this thing. DE is parallel to BC. We can say DF is parallel to BC. This is given, and then BD is parallel to CF by construction. Therefore, BCFD is a parallelogram. That is, in a quadrilateral, if two pairs of opposite sides are parallel, it is a parallelogram. That is, in a quadrilateral, if two pairs of opposite sides are parallel, it is a parallelogram. Now, since it is a parallelogram, therefore what happens? BD and DCF become equal. Therefore, BD is equal to CF. Because in a parallelogram, opposite sides are equal. Now CF is the BD and CF are equal. We have proved that. Now we will write the second part. AD, but AD is equal to BD. Given. AD is equal to BD is given. Therefore, AD and CF are equal. Now we have proved that AD and CF are equal. I will write the second part now. So we have proved that AD and CF are equal. Before that, we will see angle AED. This is the second part. Angle AED is equal to angle FEC. Vertically opposite angles are equal. And then angle DAE. Angle DAE is equal to angle CFE. CFE, alternate interior angles are equal. Alternate interior angles are equal. And AD is equal to CF, we have proved. AD is equal to CF, proved above. Proved above. Therefore, the two triangles become congruent. Triangle AED is congruent to triangle FEC. FEC by angle side. By angle side. By angle side. By this they are congruent. Therefore, AE becomes equal to EC. AED becomes equal to CEF. CEF. So AE is equal to EC. AE is equal to EC by CPCTC. So hence proved. We have proved that E is a midpoint of AC. We have proved. So hence proved. I hope you understood the second theorem. In the next video, I will explain to you how to apply these concepts. So this is the proof of the theorem. Now I am going to again give you what is the essence of the theorem. What is meant by the essence of the theorem. So converse of midpoint theorem is like this. If D is a midpoint of AB, if D is a midpoint of AB and DE is parallel to BC, DE is parallel to BC, then AE is equal to EC. Then E is a midpoint of AC. So this is what is the conclusion. If this is given, we can conclude that E is a midpoint of AC. I hope you understood. Thank you very much for watching this video.